You are the representative of our hunters, fishers, and gatherers. Tony is not here. Any other hunters that want to come in solidarity with our hunters, please come up. Ka'a was from Ka'u. She's like waving and saying, okay. All right. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to make it brief and short, and I hope I will not exceed the 3 minutes. Yes, I've been a hunter for a long time, since 1950. And I've heard politicians talk. Stop the talk, do the walk. Because all we're doing is hearing talk, and we're not getting actions, politicians. You here, I thank you for coming. I hope you hear the concerns of the people. Like Brittany said and I always say, government is for the people, by the people, not for the politician and by the politician. We have to have representation, not for one side, but for all. What's happening right now is the Western style is coming here, and they forget about the local people and take the Western side for money and power. That's what it is. Well, we want our people. We live here. We deserve what we should have, not what we want, what we need. We need the ocean. We need the mountain for our source of food. You politicians who are running and get elected, get going and realize and wake up and see the picture. That these islands are surrounded by water. Like Dominic said, don't let Honolulu tell us how to live. Don't let Honolulu tell us what we gotta eat, what we gotta wear. We have the mountain for the food. We have the ocean for the food also. Keep that always in Hawaii and only in Hawaii. Mahalo plenty.
Hi, can you guys hear me? For the politicians, I get one request with you guys. You know, over the years, we've had bills that are getting passed, things that are getting put in front, legislators, the senators are seeing it happening. When you guys get elected, are you guys going to let these things pass? Are you guys going to stop it? I'm talking about the fencing and eradication of our animals. Are you guys going to stop it? Are you guys going to say, they got 3 million acres here on this island already. Most of it is all fenced and eradicated for conservation. We are fenced in from the ocean to the mountain. When you guys get elected, when you guys see these big pieces of land coming up to be foreclosed on, are you guys going to be looking at it and saying, look, the hunters are telling you guys out of 10,000 acres, you guys would fence maybe 100 acres. So when these bills are coming forth past you guys' desks, are you guys going to stand up and do the right thing? This is the questions and answers that the hunters want to know from you guys. Are you guys going to stand up and do the right thing? And if you are, I'd say the hunters are going to support you guys. If you guys are not, we're not supporting you guys. So please take your time and look it over and understand that this is what we need here on our island and every island that's been fenced and eradicated. Thanks for your time, guys.
We'd like to have MK Rock, Wayne Blythe. Please come. Smile.
Good evening, everybody. Terry didn't warn me about this. It's no fair. I'm really happy to see what's happening tonight. I'm happy to see all these candidates bothered to show up. Back in February of this year, the Montecare Recreational Users Group that I am chairman of organized an event we called the People's Hearing Hunting. And the idea was that the people were not being heard by the public officials. Now, we sent primary invitations out to all 10 officials in the House and the Senate, the State House and Senate. And 2 of them showed up. We had some council representation there, which was welcome, that they were kind of guests. Our primary target was the legislature because that was the midway of the session. 2 of them showed up and they were rather flabbergasted. So while there was poor participation there in the elected officials, I'm glad to see it reasonably well for candidates, so I appreciate all you guys being here. And please, after you do get into office, remember the people want to be in contact with you. glad to see it's improving. We have a lot of groups that got together for this evening's event, and that has come about because the people are tired of not being heard. Thank you all for being here.
We have Aloha Uprising, Mr. Gene Tamashiro.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Gene Tamashiro. I know many faces here. I know many hearts. We have people that have tremendous talents and integrity and the real Aloha spirit that you try to bring forward in everything you do. And that's so important for all of us here on Big Island. I believe Big Island has the potential to be a light upon itself through the spirit of Aloha, and then to be a light upon the world. My personal mission, along with some others that I've known that are working for social justice and positive change, protecting the environment and all of that, is to bring up the elephants in the room that the mainstream media really does not cover. We won't get the news that we need to make informed decisions through the mainstream media. You must realize that the mainstream media is basically controlled by 5 corporations. Now, just like both parties are basically controlled by the international bankers. I'm just calling it like it is. And the international bankers control 57 of the world's largest economies. The Federal Reserve itself is as Federal Express. While the internet is free, please look it up. So if we're gonna make laws and we're going to debate and we're going to put a lot of energy moving the chairs around on the deck of the Titanic, we're going to get what we deserve. Now, that being said, I believe, like I said earlier, that the people of this island have a tremendous capacity for home rule. If you're going to talk about home rule, let's talk really about home rule, and that is the reality. And as politicians, please be courageous enough to make the truthful statement that the Hawaiian Kingdom never ended. That the United States government, bless their hearts, my dad fought in the war too, that the United States government actually cannot prove jurisdiction. This might be an inconvenient truth even for my Japanese family, because many of our families who are not Kanaka Maoli, we've worked for over 100 years to get the land that we are on, albeit could be clouded title. Meanwhile, because the Hawaiian Kingdom never ended, and because ultimately we don't need, as sovereign individuals of a cool God, we need to come together and put all our real ohana and our cards on the table. There is no more time. We're beyond the 11th hour to really engage each other and pursue the truth with aloha wherever it may be. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, I'm going to call Ron Fujioshi, who is involved with the United Church of Christ and an interfaith council.
I guess Terry assigned me another hat to wear. We had for historical. We just announced the mayor signing Bill 260 and 261, while other history is being made. For the first time, the Interfaith Alliance Hawaii, which is the only interfaith organization in Hawaii, invited the Pele Defense Fund to come and make a presentation on Oahu 3 weeks ago. After his presentation, the president, who is the current bishop of the Orthodox Church, immediately announced that he's assigning a committee from the Interfaith Alliance to write up a statement to recognize Hawaiian customary religious and spiritual rights. I think this is the first time it's ever happened in Hawaii, and it's about time it happened. So I think we're hoping that all of this hope that's going around the room is going to lead in all kinds of different directions. Besides home rule, more respect for the nature, culture, and religious rights and we want to all be in this together. Now, I also am the gopher person for Uncle Sam's Ohanaho Pakele, and we have a kahea that we want you to sign if you're running for office especially, and this is to try and develop model pu'unuas on every island in Hawaii so that when the governor brings back the 1,700 paha or incarcerated brothers up in Eloy, Arizona, they can come back to centers of healing, not a punishment prison, but centers of healing that uses cultural means to try and develop this program. So thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. These were all the organizations that have come together to have this town hall forum. And I really appreciate all of you giving us the time to tell you what we're all about. And we actually have come together. These organizations have come together so that we can have one voice, and it's going to grow. It's continuing to grow in such a short period of time, and we are excited because the people should be heard. I've had a chance to go to the legislation with Pacheco and actually go and seek out legislators so that we can have them listen to us. And you know, this is my first time doing this. Pali has been there, done that, but he gave me the opportunity to go and see what it's like and how frustrating it is to go and knock on the doors and beg them to listen to our voice. And this is the reason why we have come together, because it is our voice that you're making laws for. Am I correct? You're making laws for our lifestyle and for us to be able to live together. Our Hawaiian people were 100% independent, subsistence gatherers as well as environmental managers. We took care of our own resources. We didn't have anybody tell us how to do that. We knew how to do that, and that came from generations to generations to generations. And that is our responsibility as Native Hawaiians to be able to teach our next generation so that we have subsistence left to eat. And our children know how to do this. We are now 98% dependent on stores, and that is sad. And that is why we have come together, and why we want you to listen to our voice. And if anything, are there any other organizations here that would like to come up here and speak for 3 minutes? Conservationists? Anyone? Sierra Club? Autobahn? No? Anybody else that would like to share 3 minutes of your kuleana? Oh, we have, go ahead, come. Introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Ray Wolf. I have been active here on the island since I've been here 12 years, and I really appreciate the teachings that I am receiving from the real people around this island, and that means anybody that's got Aloha. And I would just want to say that this is our time. It's our time now to assert what we've got. And we have law with us. We have people that are running for office that can really change things. And when we empower home rule, we're empowering all the people that their passion is involved in the public issues on this island. And the people themselves, we need that help. We are standing up, but we are really wanting our officials to listen like we have heard all night long. Anyway, I'm so glad. I think if we can, once again, vote for home rule, especially bringing back the lowest law enforcement priority, it will strengthen all of the rest of our movement. So thank you very much.
Nature Conservancy? No? Okay. Come on, sure.
I worked, well, my name is Ross Armetta, and I worked on with Hawaiians for Affordable Housing, and Brittany and all the people down at the council know me. We were fighting the Agenda 21 non-home rule bill that was dropped on us, raising our costs tremendously. So we succeeded, and I have to thank Brittany. She did something that was very good. She made an agricultural exemption. We worked on that, and I understand that actually went back up to the state. So the point is, we can do things here that goes back up. We can do this, okay? And I just like to say two things. Besides that, I used to shoot news, and I'm starting a little something on the internet and also on Naleo. It's called Hawaii Political Reporter, khpr.net. We're going to be on weekly. We have Dominic on this week. And all the people like you who are trying to do things for home rule and to give us the freedom and to give us our sustainability back, we want everybody to be together and to go for that. So we're here to support and spread the message. And I just like to say three things quickly. My thought, I've been thinking about this. I've been interviewing a lot of people. I interviewed Paul last time at the Aloha Uprising, Gene, Dominic, and others. And we have three simple things we can do, and we can really start to change things. Three simple things. A little bit devil in the details, but if we do them. Number one, we got to get Dominic elected. Because that man is for the people. I can tell you, I mean, I used to shoot a lot of politicians in California, and I know them. I mean, I tell you, in 3 frames, literally, they could be changed, okay? But this man is sincere and honest. So Dominic, I think we should really do what we can for. We've got to go for some kind of home rule, and we need to get Paul Dolan, because those 3 things will change things tremendously on this island. So thank you guys for your time. Aloha. Every week we're going to be on candidate interviews and everything. Thank you.
Aloha. My name is Jennifer, and I'm a part of 3 organizations. One is Global Hope, which is Hawaii's organization for peace and the environment. Another one is Ola Hawaii 2020, which is based in Oahu, and voter-owned Hawaii. And so I work on a lot of issues, but I feel like the most important one that hasn't been brought up today is clean elections. In 2008, students and activists passed this bill with the intention of reducing the amount of big business influence in our government. And it's called clean elections because here in the Big Island, we import 90% of our food, but we have a year-round growing season. When we burn oil for 85% of our energy, and we have renewable resources here in abundance. And on top of that, mainland development firms control almost all of our development. And so we pay more for food, energy, and housing than any other state, and the profits don't even stay here. So how did we get in this situation? Many times it's because mainland development firms, oil companies, and food distribution firms come and they pay our politicians in the form of campaign donations. And most of the time, these come with strings attached. So that's why we came up with clean elections. It's a public funding option for people that want to run for office. Brittany Smart has ran on it. Out of four out of our 9 council members have run on it and won it, so it's been successful. If you guys have any questions about it, please come and talk to me. It is in risk. It's going to expire in 2014, and we can't let that happen. We want to make it permanent, and we want to expand it to all of our elections. So if you want, you can look it up, Voter on Hawaii, or come and talk to me about it.
Real quick, can I say something on that? Just on that, I am the only candidate to run on public funding, and I've been talking with Corey with Voter on Hawaii, and we're going to be putting forward a resolution asking the state to increase the funding for the public funding program. So please, when it comes on the agenda, it's in our, we're hoping it'll be coming out probably the beginning of August. Please come and put in supportive testimony because it's really a state funding issue, and we need your continued support. Sorry, while you were talking about it, I wanted to make sure people knew about that.
Yes, basically just the issue of who is paying our politicians, who's backing our politicians, and those backing our policies. Our laws affect us all on a very personal level, as we all know. And so, yeah, it's important. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? If not,
Galen.
Come on forward.
Oh, Ken. Hey.
I'm K.R. Hunt. I'm not sure if this is the appropriate forum. But I want to tell you about our organization that I am the governor of, wherever that matters. And if anybody wants the position, they can have it. Be glad to take on something of a higher responsibility. But we are part of the Republic of the United States, and that is a de jure government, if you don't know what it is. And we have created a chapter here in the state of Hawaii. The whole goal and objective is to make sure that Hawaii gets back their state. Or at the very least, if they do not want to be a nation state, that we restore the Republic of the United States, and then the Hawaiians have the right to decide whether or not all the actions since 1871 are valid or legal or enforceable. And so if anyone here is interested in an alternative or what we call dual government, and would like to be in a position to ensure that if the de facto collapse, or when the de facto collapse, from my point of view, talk to me. We may be having some funding, and for people that are really motivated about taking responsibility for making the government work again, to ensure that it becomes a republic, if it's going to stay part of the United States, please get in touch with me. Thank you.
Aloha, I'm Galen Pele, peace activist. I just want to shine a light on some of our troubles in terms of what the challenges are here. The homeless community is growing. There are people that don't have enough food. There are people that don't have health care. And there are people that are just suffering in so many ways that our system is failing them. And then we look at the money that goes to the war machine. The United States sends 30 million a day to Israel, and countless other millions that go toward the Pentagon and the war operations. And so right now, you know, there's the RIMPAC, as Jim mentioned. That's an international effort to train for war. There are Russian warships in Pearl Harbor. I bring this up because if we're really concerned about helping the people, it's very important that we get our priorities straight. The money that we're spending killing other people, and many innocent people and children, could be going to care for us and take care of our needs and make life beautiful again. Please consider getting involved in the anti-war effort. We need your help. It's not a dream of the 60s. It's not something that's cool. It's just something that saves life. And the Creator gave us life, our most blessed gift, and we need everybody to say, war is not the way. And when they tell us there are threats, just do the research. There are so many what they call false flags where we have been lied to about threats. If you study, you learn that it's about resource grab, about oil and water and heavy metals and everything else that it takes to run the planet. And it's not the way. We're spiraling down. Please come and help the anti-war effort. Sunday is our big protest. If you need information, talk to any one of us before you leave. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All the candidates that are here and stayed, can you raise your hand, please? Please, raise your hand. I want the people to see you so that they can see your face. If you have any questions, you can mingle with them for a little while. Some of them do have booths with flyers. And so take your time to go. We've got the place till at least 9 o'clock, but we would like to be cleaning up at the same time, maybe about 8:45. So please, help yourself to the refreshments. We have some there in these two areas. If you have any questions about these organizations, you saw their faces, please ask them. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Everybody give yourselves a hand.